Alright, so I'm going to show you how I make my homemade Play-Doh. So I'm going to use a cup of flour, half a cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of cream of tartar, and if you're not a baker, just a heads up, this is a lot of cream of tartar. Usually they sell them in little small containers. I'd recommend getting a bigger one or 2 small ones just to be safe. A tablespoon of vegetable oil, canola or otherwise. I usually use whatever I have on hand. And a cup of water. And I'm gonna whisk it all together. It should be pretty liquidy at this time. And you want to try and break up any clumps that you see. Once it's nice and smooth, I'm going to add my food coloring. Now, you can just use the food coloring you find at the grocery store, regular food coloring. They usually sell a neon version too, which works nicely. I use Play-Doh a lot, so I also bought some different colors online, and you really just gotta eyeball it. I'm just gonna squirt in some color. And then I'm going to put this on the stove. When it's on the stove, you can switch to a spatula. That's just so you can keep scraping the bottom. You don't want it to burn on the bottom of the pot. Now my pot's really big for this small bit of Play-Doh. You could definitely use a smaller pot than mine. I usually use this one for Play-Doh because I make a bigger batch. You're just going to keep stirring constantly with the heat over medium. And make sure to scrape down the sides of the pot as you go. I can also see any other lumps I might have missed and try and smash them. I can see some of it's starting to cook because there's darker lumps and chunks. For a little while it might look like you messed up because there's going to be sections that are chunky and other sections that are still liquid, but you just keep going, keep stirring. Eventually it will come together. Just make sure to keep scraping the bottom. You can see the color starting to get darker, which is a good sign that it's starting to solidify a bit more. Your Play-Doh will get slightly darker when it is cooked. Now, I'm just kind of spreading out the wetter parts of my Play-Doh to make sure that they get cooked a little bit more, but you don't want to cook it too much or it'll start to dry out before you're ready for it. So just make sure there's no wet areas. This looks pretty good. There's nothing running. And then you just scrape it out. So once it's in here, while it's cooling, you want to cover it with something because otherwise when the heat escapes and it cools, then the surface is going to start to dry out too quickly. So I'd use plastic wrap, or you can use a wet cloth. And then once it's cool, you can wrap it in the plastic wrap or put it in a Ziploc bag. And it should act just like Play-Doh. I've also used old Play-Doh cups where the Play-Doh's dried out. I just wipe it out and put this inside of it. Any like airtight sealing containers work as well. If you're sealing it properly, it should last you a couple weeks.